We knew it was not going to be the most pleasant day in the mountains. There were strong winds in the forecast, and we knew in open areas the snow would be blowing as well. But we also knew our route today would largely be in the trees and away from the worst of the wind. And so it was. Sheltered from the wind, the trail to Sarrail Ridge makes its way first to Rawson Lake. To the lake, it's a heavily used trail, and we really didn't need our snowshoes. But it's easier to keep them on instead of attaching them to the backpacks and putting them on later. They do make a bit of a racket though. It's 300 meters of gain to Rawson Lake, and it's pretty enough even in poor weather. But we had our eye on Sarrail Ridge, more than 400 meters above the lake. A few flakes did start to fall, but we didn't have that far to go now. It's hard to tell how deep snow is by looking, so we measured. A full meter of beautiful snow. Don't fall in. The best thing on the entire trip was finding a snowshoe track all ready for us. We just hoped it was going our way. Thankfully, there were a lot of switchbacks, making the steepness a lot easier to handle. Without a track already there, finding a route and breaking trail would have been very exhausting. And so the first part above Rawson Lake was a joy to do. For the last leg to the top of the ridge, we'll let the wind tell the story from here. We were not in imminent danger, but the wind and snow were brutal. This is the cairn at the top of the ridge. Larry got there first and was filming me arrive when the wind knocked him right over. So we did our summit selfie kneeling down, just to be sure. As I left, I turned the camera back to the cairn. I don't think we'll be seeing this one any day soon. It was a relief to be plodding downhill on our way back, and the forest protected us from the winds again. Back at Rawson Lake, and one last glimpse of Sarrail Ridge. It put a spring in our step, being in familiar terrain once more. When you cross the bridge over Sarrail Creek, it's not far back to the car. We were glad we completed our trip safely, so by now the wind and blowing snow on Upper Kananaskis Lake and the highway home didn't bother us.